Abusing sick leave. Hi, I'm Craig Duck, President and Missionary at the Fellowship of Christian Firefighters, here with another Tailboard Talk group discussion. Today we're going to learn, what does abusing sick leave have to do with our faith? Every department has one. You know the type of firefighter that I'm talking about, the ones that abuse sick leave. We all have them. Your department probably has a couple of them as well. When I worked in Washington, D.C. Fire Department, we had several of them. We earned 4.5 hours of sick leave per pay period, and we were able to use that when we were sick, not line of duty or not part of our functions. Say we got a cold or a flu, something like that, then we could go off on sick leave if we had the amount of hours. Trouble is, there were people that abused the system and would take off on a nice sunny day, take off to go to a party or take off to do whatever. We had a clinic that you were supposed to go to, and you were supposed to be seen by a doctor, but they were able to finagle it. I remember a great lieutenant told me once, he said, "Kid, you get 4.5 per pay period. That's not to use, that's to bank. That's to keep it in there." See, we could use it for retirement at the end of our career, but it was there in case we needed it. 4.5 is not a lot of time. You know, if you go off for just one tour, that's 24 hours. You get some sort of disease, you get in a car accident coming back from vacation or whatever, you could use several hundred hours. And so it was good to have it in the bank, and that wise lieutenant told me, "Kid, save every bit that you could." Fortunately, I never had any of those catastrophes, and I was able to take that time that I had in the bank and be able to apply it to my retirement, and I got more money per month because of it. But you know, not everybody heeded the advice of that lieutenant. Some would always forever be using their sick leave, coming up with excuses, all sorts of things. And again, they weren't sick when they were using it. They were to do fun things. And then lo and behold, something happens, and guess what? They're out of sick leave, and so they got to ask people to work for them, or they got to go to the bank. We had a bank that you could donate to if you wanted to, and some people did that, and so they would use that time in lieu of it. But that's not how the system was designed, and you are not supposed to abuse it. But again, every department has them. But what does that have to do with our faith? Many of you are sitting there thinking, wait a minute, abusing sick leave and faith? What does that got to do with anything? Check out what Romans 6:1 has to say. Well, what shall we say then? Are we to continue in sin that grace may abound? And grace is just this unmerited favor, this free gift from God. And shall we abuse it, right? Can we abuse God's grace? We get grace, a free gift that we don't deserve. Can we abuse it? Paul was in an epic conversation here, and he was letting us in on it in Romans chapter 6, and he was talking about this very thing. Yes, you can abuse grace, right? The subject was, well, if I sin and grace abounds, then maybe I should sin more and grace would abound more. In my pastor's, what he put in there, he said, horrors, no. And he's right on that. No, grace is not designed to be like that. We're not to abuse God's grace by going out and sinning more. Some people look at their salvation as, hey, it's just a check in the box. It's just an insurance policy in my back pocket, and that's not what grace is all about. And here Paul walked through this very conversation in chapter 6. You can go ahead and read it on your own and get the full scope of it. But he said no. He said we have been raised again, right? So we died with Christ, so to speak. When we trust in Christ, we die with Him, so to speak, and our old life is buried. And just like Christ rose from the dead, so we shall have a newness of life. And that's what the grace is, and we shouldn't be abusing it, right? We shouldn't be doing whatever we want. There should be this newness of life. Our life should mirror what Christ is. That doesn't mean we're going to be perfect. That doesn't mean we can ever come close, but that means we should be moving in a direction to to grow in our faith, to become more Christ-like. Others in our departments should see that. They should know that we're different without even saying a word. They should see how we're encouraging and uplifting where everybody else is tearing down and putting people down. And they should see us doing good works. Not that these good works will save us, but that we're doing these things to help out our fellow man, so that God would be well pleased, and that people would see this, and we would be growing in grace and not abusing grace. So how about you? How is your faith doing today? Are you abusing? Are you like one of those sick leave abusers? Are you abusing God's grace by leading a life of selfishness and doing whatever you want? Or are you like Paul, who was trying to mimic Christ and trying to be like him, be a new person in Christ, so that others may be encouraged and uplifted? Hey, thanks for watching this video. I hope it has helped you in your faith. I hope you are growing in your faith. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. But let's leave a comment in there. How this week have you been interacting and abusing grace, right? Have you done something at the station to abuse grace? Or are you doing things to honor God? Go ahead and write a comment in there of some of your struggles, so that others may see that, hey, we all struggle in things. So just leave a comment below. But thanks for tuning in. Again, subscribe to our channel if you haven't, so that you can learn in the fire service how to glorify God. If you have need of any resources in your life, you can go to our website, www.fellowshipofchristianfirefighters.org. We have Bible studies and daily devotions. We have daily verses that we put up, articles, things, resources to help you grow in your faith. You want to carry it around with you? You can use it on your mobile phone, or you can download the app. It's free. Do it right now. It's Christian Firefighter Hub. It has the same Bible studies and the same daily devotions and things to help you in your faith. So again, thanks for watching. May God continue to bless you as you daily walk with Him. All right, goodbye now.